Hello, it's Phil Thatch, and this is the evening, completely at the end of the day that this video is all about. Today we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Hollywood Studios is really wide open right now. There's a lot of things to ride, and the lines are usually pretty long, so I didn't do any vlogging at all from the park. So I'm going to try to kind of take you through it. Right now I am on the 8th floor of Disney's Bay Lake Tower. That's Disney's Contemporary Resort in the background. That's the one that the monorail goes through. And this building, Bay Lake Tower, is actually connected to it. We don't have to go down to the ground to get on the monorail from here. So, but anyway, we went this morning, got on the bus and rode to Hollywood Studios. We got there well before opening. As a matter of fact, Casey and I rode the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, and we're off of that ride before official opening time this morning. And at 10 o'clock official opening time, that's when you get on your phone and you have to get a boarding pass for the real popular ride right now, which is Rise of the Resistance, they call it. And we did that. You've got basically about 45 seconds. It turns 10 o'clock, you say, yes, join these 3 people, go. And just that fast, we were in the 40th boarding group. Anyway, it's pretty cool. We were glad to get to ride it. So like I say, Casey and I did Tower of Terror, and then we did the Aerosmith Rocking Roller Coaster, which is an indoor roller coaster that's been there since, I guess, the 90s. I'm not sure exactly when. And let's see, what did we do next? Then we went and we rode one of the new rides, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which is in the Chinese theater that used to house the great movie ride for years and years. And after that, our boarding pass got called, so we were able to get on and do Rise of the Resistance. And you know, I didn't do any photography at all until we were in the long, hour-long line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I put the 50 to 250 on the Z50 and did some kind of street photography while I was in the line. There was a cavalcade of characters that went by, and I made some photographs of that. And you know, a couple of people in the line and a couple of people walking past. So that was really the first photography. And the rest of the day, you know, we ended up riding all the rides that we wanted to ride. Heather and I did a really quick, about a 15-minute long live stream from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which I'll put a link to up on the top. But anyway, it was a pretty good day, and I'll show you some of the photographs that I was able to make with the Z50 that day. Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. Tower of Terror. Best ride ever.
You are the passengers in a most uncommon elevator about to ascend into your very own episode of The Twilight Zone.
Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster. Okay, finally some photography. This is while we were in line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and the line spills out into the outside of the building, and a cavalcade came by. Here's Edna Mode riding around in a Camaro. I got this shot of a Walt Disney World photographer as he was making a photo of these 2 ladies. This is for Disney's Photopass system. They make your photo with a Nikon camera, and then you scan your Magic Band and you can buy the photo later. I thought this guy was cool. He definitely does not want to catch the COVID-19, so he's got a please stay away 6 feet sign on the back of his power chair. And I think that's pretty good advice for him to not get around folks. This young lady was not following the rules at Disney World. If you have a drink or food, you can take your mask off while you're eating, but you have to go off to the side, socially distanced. You can't do it while you're walking around. And here's a photograph of Casey with the 50 to 250. All of this first set is with the 50 to 250, and this is while we were in the line for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And now I'll show you a few clips from that ride.
What could possibly go wrong? Well, that concludes my guided tour. Hope you had a relaxing ride around the park, and thanks for sticking with me. Bye.
All right, now we are on Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and I made just a very few photographs while we were on it with the Nikon Z50 and the 35mm f1.8. Really low light and hard to make photos. I tried to duplicate this photo that I made in July, this time with the 35 1.8, and it came out pretty cool. And you know, it was really hard. Look at the shutter speeds on these photos. Here is one at 1/40th of a second, and most of my photos at that shutter speed came out blurry as we were riding around on the ride. And look, it's 7200 ISO at 1/40th and 1.8. Now this photograph of the girls, I made this outside of Pizza Rizzo, which is a pizza restaurant that we like to eat at there at Hollywood Studios, and this is with the 35 1.8 at 1.8, and I think it came out really nice.
Okay, so we're in Heather's chair, and we came into Star Tours a whole different way. Usually we'd be down there.
Sneak drive crew and their luggage, just so they won't.
Alright, after we rode Star Tours, we stumbled across another cavalcade, once again in convertible Camaros, but this time it was Minnie Mouse riding around in her Camaro, and these look like the artwork from the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, and Mickey was following right behind her in his Camaro. I don't know how many Camaros they have there at Hollywood Studios, but it's a lot, and they're each decorated for specific characters. This is a ride called Slinky Dog Dash in the Toy Story Land area, Andy's backyard. Many of the photographs in this video are just snapshots where as quickly as possible I made the shot, but this shot in the next one I actually took the time to get the composition right and pose Casey in a way that's kind of reminiscent of the way a Disney photographer would pose someone with her favorite ride, I believe, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror there in the background. And I was satisfied with the way these came out using the Z50 and the 16-50 kit lens. Maybe we should ride the Tower of Terror one more time. Okay, so that does it for our day at Hollywood Studios. Lots and lots of fun. It's a tough photography day. It's kind of just get what you can when you can, unless you're just not trying to accomplish what you are supposed to be trying to accomplish when you go to a Disney park, and that is to get all the rides ridden. But that is absolutely our #1 priority. Photography is further down the line when we go to Disney World, but I usually can accomplish some photography every day. And now I'll show you Casey and I as we walk to the exit. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. If you like the content, a thumbs up is always appreciated. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Hey,